Well, guys, here is the aftermath of my most recent Minecraft hardcore world, as this was number 6, and I decided to do a challenge for this one, as I did this back, I think it was the same day as the the Conference Championships in the NFL last year, so January 29th. I decided to do a dripstone cave world, a biome, which is basically the insides of a dripstone cave, because I was quite curious to see how it would be. And of course, there's no villages spawn in this world, and a whole bunch of other things didn't spawn, like trees and grass and all that, so I figured that's going to be a challenge, not being able to get wood and stuff and all that. But before I did the world, I did a test. I checked out videos on people doing worlds like this, and I found out trees are very rare, but they do sometimes spawn in this world. Plus, there's dirt around here, so I can just dig up the dirt. If I'm lucky enough, find a tree. Be careful with my amount of wood I would have, and try and make tools around that, and yeah, survive afterwards. So yeah. So anyways, I started off this world, and of course, I began looking immediately for trees and dirt. I found dirt easily and some grass so I get some seeds, but I couldn't find anything at first. So eventually, I stayed with the dirt I had left. I stayed over here, as this was my very first house. However, it was made of dirt. And boy, that was a tough night getting that quickly made and such. So yeah, once the day came, I decided to leave the house there just in case for future use and for reference when I come back here in the future. So eventually, I just went on my way. I kept looking and looking and looking and looking and looking. Kept looking and looking. That tree was not there before. That's something new. But I kept looking and looking and looking and looking. It took like 3 days in all to find a very first tree all the way out here. And I did the math. I was careful with how much wood I had. I had just enough to get a crafting table, enough sticks, and then to make a hoe and a pickaxe and such. So yeah, and then I got to work. I eventually put out dirt, made a whole bunch of trees, and then I used all those trees to make my first house, which was made of wood. So eventually I expanded it over time. And yeah, I got really far on it. I see this house is very big. This is up there. It's probably my second biggest house. No, third biggest house of all time. So yeah, here's the inside. Found a whole bunch of goodies. I eventually cooked a whole bunch of stone to make stone bricks. I made house to house stone bricks eventually. And this is where I discovered a trick way to kill phantoms, because I couldn't sleep for a while because I had to find a whole bunch of spiders to get enough of that to make a bed. So yeah, eventually just expanded the house more and more as I came up here. Yep, I made a porch up here, and I never lit it up because I never got around to finishing it yet. So yeah, that's my house over time. Actually, I made a big ass farm. I made one over there. I made a whole bunch of trees. I haven't touched them in a while. And I made myself my beloved polished diorite roads and all that. I eventually made myself a mine shaft down here. Went down here. I wish I would be in spectator, but of course spectator does not load up the terrain good enough, so I can't do it. I have to stay in creative. It acts like this Minecraft on the Switch, where if you go away quickly far enough, it won't spawn in the world, which is really annoying. Oh, I almost passed it. Up here is a mine shaft, or at least part of one, because around here, if I find it again, here's another part of the mine shaft. A whole bunch of coal too, forgot about, and gold. But anyways, I can't find it yet, but it's a mine shaft right here, and I found a whole bunch of spawners. And I remember one time I was getting killed by a cave spider spawner, but I never did anything with them. I think I lit them up, and that was it. Because I don't think I destroyed them, because I learned how useful they are by this point, as I'm still trying to find it. This area does look familiar, like it should be. I think it's right here. I think there was one here. Maybe I destroyed it. But I'm pretty sure there was more of them around here. Oh my god, I got caught by the spider web. Yeah, didn't mean to hit that. This is a big world, big, hardcore world, as you see. This one lasted a long time, as I'm going to get to what happened later on. But, yep, I'm still not finding, but I know for a fact there was like 2 or 3 spawners down here. Just haven't seen them yet, unfortunately. Okay. So I'm just going to keep going back to look. Maybe it's... Okay. Wait. That one's lit. Oh. Come on, fly. I really don't like to destroy it since I'm dead and all that, but I want to keep exploring it because there's obviously some torches right here, so I've been back here. Because maybe I can find that spawn. Oh, there it is. There's one of the spawners. I knew I had one around here. This is the one that almost killed me. So I knew I had one around here. I just never got around to it. I did a lot of exploring in this cave, but then eventually I came back here and I decided to keep making my mine shaft down here to the bottom floor to find diamonds and all that. So as you see, I kept going down here. It's all the way down to minus 57. As keep coming down here. This is probably the biggest video already for my hardcore worlds, because this one lasted a long time. It lasted 2 months almost. And I did a whole bunch too. I was having such a fun time. I mined all this out. This was the first world too, I think. Yeah, this was the first world where I found diamonds. And I can't remember what this structure's called, but it had this purple crystal, which with copper, so I got a whole bunch of copper. I was able to make a periscope, which was very useful to help find stuff along the way in the overworld. So it was not only the first world I made diamonds, it was the first world I made another portal. So as I go inside, see, I did all this expansion right here. Oh wait, was this the first? Actually, I actually don't know now. No, I think this was my second portal actually. But yeah, here was another part where I've been at. Oh yeah, right here, one time I trapped a piglin to trade, but unfortunately he despawned, which was really annoying. So yeah, anyways, this was my first portal, which now I remembered. I made it right up here. I made a fencing area so no mobs could show up, because that happened one time where a zombified piglin came up here and attacked me. So yeah, I had to make that there. And I got myself a whole bunch of train tracks from the mine shaft and made myself a train network, with the idea of being, I could quickly go down here and then go to the nether portal instead of just like running over there and such. So yeah, that nether portal in the mine shaft was my second one. So then eventually, once I got this all settled, I decided I want to go find my second house again. So eventually, I went looking and looking and looking, and then eventually over here, I finally found it. It was so nostalgic finding the house. It was like over a month later. And once I found it, I eventually made a portal over here, as I'm going to go explore that really quickly. And you see right here, I made a portal right here, and all that. So yeah, I had a road connected to them. I was going to eventually consider making a road to the one over... I think I went the wrong way. Wait, is this it? No, I didn't. No, I didn't go this way. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting. It's this way. I always kept getting confused once that other portal was made. Yeah, back here. I was going to make a road eventually, but never did. And I explored some of this area, but not too much, unfortunately. Alright, now head on out. Let's find the portal. So once I found my house and made another portal to get back quick and easier, I eventually remade my house back over here. My first house. I made it out of wood. I had to fill in this area right here. I made a pathway, but I never finished it. And I never finished work on this house either, since I got killed and all that. So yeah, that was pretty much it. So then, what led to my death? So anyways, I gotta go back to the portal because I died in the nether, unfortunately. So, what happened was, this was really stupid. And I still have no idea what happened, so if anyone knows about this, maybe they can explain what happened, because I have no idea why. That motherfucker. Yep, there it is, right there. I bet that's the motherfucker who did it too. So anyways, I went and looked for, these right here. I was mining these lights right here, because I heard you could make, make spectral arrows out of them, which is better, which is more arrows and such. So, as I was mining them, all of a sudden, where was that? I was attacked by this piglin right here, completely out of the blue. And of course, I did not have any of my weapons on me in my slots right here, because I was busy with stuff to mine. Only thing I had left was my shield, and unfortunately, as I was trying to fight back, the shield broke, and he killed me. But here's the weird thing. From what I recall, piglins will only attack you if you had no gold armor on. Now, I did have a gold piece on me. Didn't take all of it. So, I had a gold piece of armor on me, and I didn't attack them. I did not have a chest out here, and I didn't mine any gold, and there was no gold that I mined on the floor. So I didn't mine any gold or anything like that. I was mining this. So why did the piglin attack me? Is it this stuff right here? Because I don't recall anywhere saying that, oh, if you mine this stuff, they'll attack you. So if anyone knows, please tell me why the piglin attacked me, because I've done everything to make sure the piglins don't attack me. I've had a gold piece on, didn't mine any gold around, didn't attack them, and didn't have a chest around me and all that. So yeah, it was very annoying too. Almost 2 months of work in this world. This was my most successful world eater. I had a score of almost 3,000 points too. All gone just like that. I swear, this series, every time I've died, it's always the stupidest ways possible. Falling off the edge of stairs trying to escape mobs. Not able to shut a door with the glass working properly. Oh, and then the last one before, not able to make a jump on low health because you got hungry, being too hungry at the last second before jumping and all that. This sucks too, because this was a very fun world I did too. I did so much work, you see right here, and done just like that. But hey, dripstone cave biomes have been very, very, very fun. They're very hard, but it was very fun doing them, so much that I'm doing a world with vlog at the dripstone biome, and we're doing pretty good too. Well, a lot easier than this world, because I found a tree within the first few minutes. I'm like, here, where it took me 3 days. Alright, guys, so that's going to wrap it up here. See you all next time as I begin my next world, and oh boy, I already made an even better house than I think in this one here, so you'll see it when I unfortunately die.